Hi guys, what's up? It's Kim. I know it's been a while since I've done a vlog again. This past 2 or 3 months have been really crazy for us. I'm actually here back in our old house. I don't know if I told you guys in our previous vlog that we are moving, so we've just been busy with that in the past 2 or 3 months, just trying to move all our stuff while working. My husband still was doing travel nursing. He's actually on his last week of break before he starts his second rotation of nursing. And I'm just gonna give you a quick little empty house tour. Okay, this is it. This is an empty house tour. This is our living room. Kitchen. So weird, it's empty. This is where we had our washer and dryer. And over here is our pantry over here that we had. We have to leave all the curtains and curtain rods and everything. We were able to take our fridge at least. Oh, I'm gonna miss this kitchen, all the stuff that, family gatherings and all the memories. And this was our formal dining room. It's empty now. There's 4 bedrooms, and this was the smallest bedroom over here. It's a little dark, y'all. This is it. Sorry, it looks blurry when it's dark, huh? This was the bathroom. My husband did fix this up so much. There was so much wallpaper on here. Hallway. This is my daughter's bedroom. This was just our linen closet, and this was a guest bedroom that we had. Lastly, this was our master bedroom. It looks kind of small without the furniture, but it's super huge. And I'm gonna miss this master bathroom. And my husband regrouted all this before we moved out, so it looks fresh. And there's this little, it's empty now, bathroom, toilet, and this was my walk-in closet. This is the only thing that we did not change about the house, is this walk-in closet. And here, because this was already updated. I did hate that blue there. But everything else, I love this house, and I'm so sad we're going. So I'll give you guys a little quick rundown of all the events that happened to us and why I haven't been vlogging. It was, I think, the last week of March when we decided to put our house on market. We actually also moved into another house. It's actually my in-laws' house. We are in the process of buying their house because they are going to move to the Philippines, so they're going to sell their house to us. Also, I started a new job. Well, it's not really a new job. I've been working at it, but I was PRN. I went PRN, and now I'm back full-time there again. So it's been kind of a big whirlwind ordeal, life changes with my husband and I, and my daughter just started daycare in April. Sorry about that. My husband came in and kind of interrupted me while I was trying to vlog. But anyways, I was saying my daughter started daycare, and I went full-time. I work 4 to 5 days a week. And my husband was doing travel nursing, his first rotation, and he's actually done. He finished his 13-week contract last week, and we were just kind of he's taking this time to fully move all our stuff out. and try to fix as much that he can at his parents' house. The only thing that we've actually moved in his parents' house is my kitchen stuff. They've lived in the house since it was built, probably like 20 something years ago. It needs a lot of upgrading. So the first thing that we did was some of the light fixtures, since it's a little dark in the house, we changed it up. At least we were able to fully move our bedroom furniture in there, so it's a little bit more comfortable for my daughter and I while my husband is out doing his travel assignment. And but we still have 2 storage units filled with our stuff, and also their stuff is still there, so it's kind of hard to visualize on how I want to decorate the house and where to put everything. And with the older houses, it's really difficult because they really don't have a lot of storage, not like storage capacity, because it's a bigger house than what we have now. Just storage areas, like more closets, more cabinets. They don't really have a lot of that, which was also our problem here. But hopefully it's in a better neighborhood, which we're happy about. It's in a better school district for my daughter. We were kind of concerned. We were already kind of thinking of moving anyways, because my daughter is getting bigger and we kind of need to put her in a better school district. For those of you that don't know, my daughter is 3 years old. So that's pretty much it. Like, that's what's been happening with us. We've just been so busy. Pretty much when I come back from home, or from work, and go back home, I just try to get myself ready for the next day, and my daughter ready for the next day of her school. My husband, on his travel assignment, he stays there for 3 days, and then on his days off, he comes back to us and he tries to do like all the errands and everything else that needs to be done between our house and their house. So it's just been a big whirlwind. It's just been very tiring. We haven't felt like we'd had like a break or a breather just to relax, because so many things has happened. Oh, I do want to tell you what happened on our house selling process. We had issues with the first buyer. Okay, so I told you guys earlier at the beginning of the blog that we put the house on market at the end of March, and we showed it only for 2 days, and we had 30 offers. We picked the best offer. It went through right away, but the selling of the house was contingent, because they were selling their house as well, and they're from like out of town. It's probably like 4 hours away from this current location. And it was about 1 week before our closing date, when we have a retaining wall on the side of our house. Our neighbor finally, I guess they got their land surveyed, and they said that the retaining wall belonged to us. So we were a little concerned about that. So we called our realtor immediately, because we didn't know who the retaining wall belonged to, and our neighbor on the side didn't know who the retaining wall belonged to. So we didn't want anything to go wrong with the sale, and we didn't want to hide anything from the current buyer. So we paid out of pocket. We got rushed in somebody like a structural engineer to come look at the retaining wall. And he said, yeah, there are some rough spots, but you don't really need to change it. It has maybe about 3 or 5 years of life left. So once we got a note regarding the retaining wall, our realtor forwarded that to the buyers, and I don't know what happened, but the buyers thought that we were having issues with the neighbors and that they don't want to inherit, I guess what pretty much they were saying, bad neighbors, and they don't want anything to do with retaining wall. To be honest, if they would have asked, we would have fixed the retaining wall. That would have been not a problem. I'm for my next houses, I'm letting you know, I'm never gonna buy a house with a retaining wall. Retaining walls are expensive. We're just glad that even this whole ordeal happened. Our neighbor, who delayed our sale of the house because they brought it up to us, they paid at least half of the retaining wall, and the retaining wall was finished I think last week, Wednesday or Friday, sometime then. So my husband is just fixing the fence, because once they removed the retaining wall, that part of the fence fell, so he had to build the fence back up, so there would be no issue. Well, anyways, pretty much 1 week before the closing date, they backed out, and they were not wanting to give their earnest money, but since they didn't give us reason, or not give us reason, but they didn't want to fix it. They pretty much backed out of the contract, and we got to keep their earnest money. And then we waited for about a week, and we put the house on market again. This time for 3 days, but we already had a buyer on mind, and we went with a cash buyer. And we are supposed to be closing now. When is it? It's going to be June 15, I believe, is when we're supposed to be closing. So hopefully everything will go well this time, and it's not going to be postponed. It's been 2 months now that this house should have been sold if the first buyer didn't back out of the contract. But I guess it's a blessing in disguise, because the money that we got from the earnest money that we got from them, we used to help fix the retaining wall, so there should be no issue. But the only thing is, the mortgage payment still had to be made, so that's about it. But maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Everything happens for a reason, right? Okay, so that's pretty much the sum of what's been going on between my family and I for the past 2 or 3 months, and why I've been MIA from you guys. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you continue to follow and subscribe to me. Until we see each other again, thanks for watching. Bye!